Hey guys, what's up? BigTimCast46 here, and welcome to Everyday Misanthrope? Misanthrope. I'm gonna go with Misanthrope. I don't know what to expect here. The audio's not particularly thrilling me. I did not find this game on my own. As you can see from this, my acquaintance, who's a dickhead. Anyway, my friend Lathan told me about this. So if you want to blame someone for this, if this turns out to be awful or something, if you want to blame someone, go get him. But he said it's a sadistic, life-ruining simulation game. Your only goal is to ruin as many lives as possible and has some hilarious things. So I thought, let's give it a try. What's the worst that can happen, right? Anyway, I guess let's go. Okay, yeah, so I click into the game. Oh, that's weird. My mouse, when I bring it outside and inside the window, it changes from just this black mouse to the normal mouse. Huh, okay. Preferences. After choices. Stop skipping. Auto forward time. Display window. Oh, I can go full screen? Oh, I regret that decision. Let's keep it windowed for now. Is everything still okay? Yeah, okay, it still fits on the screen. Transitions isn't the best. Okay, you know what? Let's just return. Yeah, let's start a game. Okay, status. There's no joy in your life, only pain. You wake up. Yesterday was miserable. You can only hope today will be as miserable. 50 misery tokens. Okay. You get out of bed with purpose. You know exactly what you need to do today. The same thing you do every day. You've not ruined anyone else's life yet. It's an early Monday morning and you're at home. I mean, I feel... Okay, so if we're trying to make the most people miserable, I feel like either driving to work and being a dickhead driving, I guess, or skipping work. Let's do skip work. So my boss gets screwed over. This only makes you more miserable. Plus 3 misery tokens. You failed to ruin anyone else's life. You'll be able to spread this misery unless you get out of the house. Your spite incarnate. Let's see. Let's do drive to work. Drive to work late. Rush hour traffic is particularly bad this morning, so I'm smiled at you, agony. Merge right without using your blinker. Slow down to the fast lane. Minus 3 misery tokens. 18-wheeler honks its horn at you and slows down. It is late with a new shipment of amiibos. The collectors will be sad. Plus 6 lives ruined today. You're tired. Stop for coffee. Look for a space to park. Take up 2 parking spots, double park. Park in a handicap spot. Let's see, which would make the most people miserable? I feel like taking up 2 parking spots is pretty bad. Take up the only 2 free spots in the parking lot. Minus 1 misery token. Unfortunately, no one else needs a spot. Damn it. The coffee shop is busier than you expected this time. You reach the front of the line and order your drink. Make an impossible drink order. Make a very large order. You order 12 custom beverages and a hot sandwich. 5 people behind you, 3 leave and go to a different cafe. The shift manager tries not to cry. 4 lives ruined today. You're late to work and missed a meeting. 2 coworkers waited for you to arrive for 20 minutes before canceling. 2 lives ruined today. Okay, so being late ruined 2 lives. Paul from accounting comes over to chat with you. Make an sense of a comment and claim it's just a joke. Make fun of his insecurities. Ignore him and start texting on your phone. Make fun of his insecurities. Minus 2 misery tokens. You are no longer on friendly terms with Polly. Spends the rest of the day dwelling on his insecurities. Plus 1 life ruined today. You gotta do a local diner for lunch. Change your order multiple times. Make a mess. You make a mess. Still spaghetti on the floor, then you drop your drink. After you leave, the busboy nearly quits over the mess. The server agrees to split her tips to place it to him. Neither are happy. Yes! It's time to pay the lunch bill. Leave without paying. The owner yells at the server for letting him leave. The cost of the meals comes out of the server's meager paycheck. The busboy is mad there's no tip to split. Return. I don't know. Is it if I run out of misery tokens, do I just like game end or something? Return to work and sit at your computer. Correct someone's grammar. I mean, I do that anyway. It's fun to a company-wide email thread correcting someone's grammar. Your coworker is mortified that he mixed up your... Oh my god, this is literally just me at this point. I've corrected fucking Lathan, of all people, on this so many times. Plus one life ruined today. You check your work calendar. Change meeting rooms without notification. Set up an important meeting for 7 p.m. Take vacation during an important milestone. Let's set up a meeting. Set up a meeting for 7 p.m. to go over a budget emergency. Do not attend the meeting. Justin and Gwen cancel their dinner plans to attend. Donna misses their son's school recital. You take a bathroom break. No one else is in the room with you. Leave the sink faucet running. Don't flush. Clog the toilet. Let's leave the sink running. Susan from Public Relations walks in and slips on the water pool on the floor. The janitor grumbles as he cleans up the mess. Plus 2 lives ruined today. It's the end of the work day, but your job isn't done yet. Go for a walk, run errands at the grocery store. Let's go shopping at the mall. Take the elevator to the 2nd floor of the mall. Stand on the elevator facing the wrong way. Press all the buttons on the 12th floor elevator, yes! You're on the 1st floor and need to go to the 2nd. You press all 13 buttons. The man taking the elevator to the 13th floor comes up with a new insult each time the elevator stops. That's impressive. That's fucking impressive. That is genuinely impressive. Plus 1 life ruined today. You enter one of the high-end clothing stores. Stare at the carefully folded clothes. Try on lots of clothes. Don't buy any. Pull size tags all over the dress. I didn't even mean to click that one. You take a large pile of clothes into the dressing room. Nothing fits. You leave without buying anything. Retail worker spends all the night sorting through, folding, and hanging the clothes you left behind. Sharing no commissions tonight. Okay. Anywhere out, you nonchalantly set off a security detector. A minimum wage security guard has to figure out how to reset the old alarm system. Yes. You are bored of the mall. Running at the grocery store. You arrive at the grocery store and start wandering the aisles. Take items and place them back in the wrong place in the store. Fill a cart with food and abandon an aisle. Yeah, let's do that one. Take your time shopping the aisles, taking random items here and there. When your cart is full, you abandon it. Takes 2 night shift workers an hour to put all your items back from your cart. They don't have time to take their 15-minute break. Take your grocery items and choose a checkout lane. Use the 12 items or less with a full cart. Attempt to use expired coupon. Spend the next 20 minutes arguing with the cashier about each declined coupon. They're all declined. Cashier's only patient because he needs the job. He complains about you to everyone as soon as you leave. The customer behind you tells you clearly how she feels about your antics. You ignore her. When you're out, you leave the shopping cart in the middle of the only free parking space. A woman throwing a party rushed to the grocery store to get ice. Unfortunately, the only free spot was taken up by a shopping cart. You are bored of the grocery store. Go for a walk. You go for a stroll downtown. Litter, loiter, walk in the center of the sidewalk. Well, that doesn't seem that bad. It's litter. Drop a candy bar wrapper on the ground. An environmental activist complains loudly of human waste as he picks up your litter and attempts to recycle it. On your way back from your walk, you run through a flock of pigeons. 12 startled pigeons who had been enjoying bread fly away and do not return. 12 lives ruined. Oh, you can scroll through it. I can go all the way back if I want to. That's cool. You're bored of walking. Go home for the day. You drive home after a long day of misery. Turn up your volume and lower the windows. You blast music from your car radio and lower the windows. You drive slowly through residential areas. Noise wakes up with sleeping babies. Parents get up from their nap to deal with the screams. You're finally home, so are your neighbors. Lock the lid on your neighbor's garbage can. Open your neighbor's gate so their dog escapes. Anonymously call the police on your neighbors. It's a lot of misery, but I enjoy that. You call 911 anonymously about a domestic disturbance. The police arrive and demand to be let in. An argument breaks out. Your neighbor who lives alone keeps shouting, "Am I being detained?" The police are not amused. 3 lives ruined today. You relax in front of your computer and open Reddit. tell people they are wrong. Well, I can't do that. Steal karma with the reposts and downvote everyone. Yes. Spend an hour downvoting people. No one knows. That's just funny. Pick the rest of social media. Pretend naive ignorance when discussing politically charged topics on YouTube. Use hashtags inappropriately on Twitter. Share inaccurately or factually inaccurate political posts on Facebook. Share an image linking vaccines, autism, chemtrails, and ethics in gaming journalism. Strange little posts in agreement. Arguments break out among the extended family in the comments section. You yawn, and it's getting late and time for bed. Take a moment to reflect on the day. You have 3 unused misery tokens. You could have done better. You have ruined 55 people's days. It has been a terrible day. Gary the truck driver does not deliver his shipment of amiibos on time and loses his job. Okay. Curly Tom and Nancy waited in line all day for the newest amiibo to complete their collection, but it never arrives. Nancy wanted an amiibo for her granddaughter's birthday, but had to sell for a shovelware title. Brianna cries at her birthday party when she didn't get the amiibo she wanted. Galen, Brian, and Jessica leave the cafe together rather than wait so long in line after you order. Victoria, the Starbucks manager, notes every customer then leaves due to your obnoxious order. Jeremy and Chris, co-workers who dislike each other, wave uncomfortably along in a meeting you never arrived for. Paul from accounting spent the rest of the day dwelling on his insecurities. Ricky, a busboy at Bob's Diner, cleaned up the obnoxious left you left behind. Olivia, a server at Bob's Diner, ends up to splitting her tips with Ricky to keep the peace. Bob from Bob's Diner dealing with non-paying customer. Olivia, a server from Bob's Diner, was docked for your meal out of her paycheck. Ricky, a busboy from Bob's Diner, had to clear your table without a tip. Clement, your French co-worker, had his English grammar corrected in front of the whole company. Nick and Gwen stay late for a meeting you set up but never attended. Donna is forced to miss her son's school recital to attend your meeting. Little Timmy never gets a chance to perform his recital in front of his mother. Of course he's named Little Timmy. Susan from Public Relations slipped on the wet floor of the bathroom. Quinn, the office janitor, spent over an hour cleaning up the bathroom spill. Robert rode the elevators and stopped on every floor, cursing you every step of the way. Susie, who worked at the clothing store, spends all night putting away the mountain of clothes he left in the dressing room. Carlos, a minimum wage security guard, spent an hour trying to reset an old alarm system at the mall. Brandy and Marcus, 2 minimum wage employees at the grocery store, spent an hour putting items back in their cart. David, a cashier, resented your insistence in using expired coupons at the grocery store. Raquel, a customer at the grocery store, resents being ignored when she complained about holding up the line. Georgia, a woman throwing a party, was inconvenienced by the shopping cart sitting in the only free parking space. Chaz, an environmentalist, picks up your litter and declares you a piece of human waste. 12 pigeons will startle away and flew away from their delicious bread. Heidi, a newborn, cries at the top of her lungs after waking from her nap. Sylvia and Morgan also cry when they wake up from they have to comfort their newborn. Patrick, the weird neighbor who lives alone, is arrested for refusing to obey a police officer. Stephen and Travis, police officers, waste their time on a prank call. Uncle Ted spends the rest of the night explaining his conspiracy theories on Facebook. Linda and Williams. I can't speak. It's too much words. Linda and William spend the rest of the night telling Ted he is an idiot. Congratulations, you wrote a total of 55 lives today. Thank you for playing. Oh, that was fantastic. This was an experience. This was actually a nice little short game to go through real quick. I might do it again and go through the other paths. Not in this video, because 15 minutes. I want to try and keep this an actually shorter video instead of like my usual 20 minutes, half hour. But anyway, thank you, Lathan, for the suggestion. You're still a dickhead, but thank you. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good rest of your days.